and welcome back to the channel, or should I say g'day. G'day mate. We are now in Sydney, Australia, the beautiful Darling Harbour. Slightly noisy though at the moment, a lot of construction works going on. Let's take a look. And the museum is right here as well, just to the left of the bridge, the National Maritime Museum of Australia. Now, I was mentioning construction works, plenty of those going on. If you've ever been to Sydney Darling Harbour before, you'll remember there was a big shopping precinct the other side of that black wall. No longer there, not there anymore. They're redoing the whole of the harbour side for residences, and also they're going to be improving it for tourists and locals alike. So huge works going on. They've got quite a bit to do. But Darling Harbour still beautiful as ever. Just don't look at that for now. And you can see on the far side, just peeping up above the buildings, there is the Sydney Eye. And you get fantastic views around the whole city, 360 degrees. We'll be venturing there at some point during this trip. I mentioned the National Maritime Museum, and there's some ships that are parked just outside. There they are there. A lighthouse, lovely wooden sailing ship, and warships. The first time I came to Sydney, I actually stayed over there at the Ibis Hotel and had a fantastic view from the room of the fireworks, which were just here in the main marina. I believe they still do those as well, hoping to catch them at some point. Let's move on. And actually back to the left-hand side of the bridge. And three main attractions here are the Wildlife Sydney Zoo, there's Madame Tussauds, and the Sea Life Sydney Aquarium as well. All three, I'd say, are worth a look, although Madame Tussauds, I'm not sure that all of them quite look like the celebrities themselves, but many do. If we go to the other side of the bridge, this is a very popular spot. Cockle Bay Wharf is what you'll come across first of all. And there's plenty of cafes, restaurants, eateries. There's a cinema over there as well, and playground, carousel. There's usually more boats here as well. A lot must be out on sightseeing cruises, and they also do various lunches and dinners on board. There's whale watching trips. Plenty to see and do in Sydney. That helicopter must have an amazing view. Ours isn't too bad, to be honest. Now, what I thought we'd do today is something which I actually did in Singapore. I highly recommend as well. One of those big bus tours, because they do them in various places around the world, as you're probably aware. And it's a good way to acclimatise, get your bearings of the city that you're in, and see some of the main attractions from a bus seat. Then you can hop on, hop off at your leisure as well. For me, I've gone for a 48-hour one, which you get a free cruise, which we'll take at some point, and also access to the Sydney Eye. And the whole lot was around about £60 sterling. I'll put the price on the screen of how much it cost in Australian dollars as well. So let's head to the big bus stop. Now, I don't know how long this big bus is going to take to get here, but I'll keep track of it and we'll see how long it takes. Hopefully it's not too long, we're missing out on some sights. Right, we're in luck. Let's go and see the sights of Sydney, Australia. Never know which side is best, to go on the left or the right, but I guess we'll find out. So we've got off the bus, we're in the Rocks area and Circular Quay over there. That's where all the boats and trains all arrive and depart from. In fact, let's head over and get a better view of Sydney Opera House and the Harbour Bridge. Now that we're not a bus top view. There seems to be works going on everywhere. So Darling Harbour full of works, and here we are. Circular Quay. Construction work going on. Improvements. Such a beautiful day today. And here we are, Circular Quay. That's where all the boats leave from and arrive. Very busy hub. And usually right here there's a cruise ship normally parked, but not today, which gives uninterrupted views of the Harbour Bridge and Sydney Opera House. There's always lots of buskers on Circular Quay. As you can hear, this lady is one of them. I could sing like that, I just don't want to at the moment. Anyone else fancy singing out of key? Circular Quay. Very busy as well, always gets busy. What was it Billy Connolly said? Windswept and interesting. I think I'm just windswept. A Okay, we're getting better views now of Sydney Opera House, and in this direction the lovely Sydney Harbour Bridge. Circular Quay over there, and no cruise ship in today, which every single time I've been here has been a cruise ship. It's a very popular port, of course, Sydney. Now that looks a great place for lunch. The Opera Bar. I've been there before, and I think I'll go again. By the way, on the Opera House side of things, you can go for a tour, and that's well worth it. They show you like behind the scenes of when they do concerts, and it's well worth going to a concert as well. The acoustics in the main hall, incredible. I mentioned Billy Connolly earlier, he's performed here of course, and countless other people, musicians. I think the last time I was here, Crowded House were performing. There's always something going on. In fact, we'll have to find out what's going on during my visit. One thing you've got to watch out for if you do eat down at the Opera Bar are these pesky seagulls. There's loads of them circling, looking for Spencer's lunch. I haven't got it yet. I haven't even bought anything. Go and pester someone else. Thank you. Right, that's told them. Let's now go and find a table. They're definitely having fun over there. Lots of screaming going on. I think it's the seagulls again. It's the seagulls. They're causing havoc today. Very busy. But you can't blame these people for beautiful views and being hungry and thirsty. That's lovely, thank you very much. Sydney Brewery Lager. So I'll tell you what, it is quite pricey. That was $16.10. It is a pint, not a schooner. They do schooners here which are slightly less. But yeah, pint $16.10. I mean, roughly that's about £8. This guy's really upset because I've only got a pint. Not any food. Sydney Opera House just up there, and the Harbour Bridge over there. The ferry just left going to Manly. That's a lovely beach, have to visit there. Seagulls hovering and stealing. Oh, I think it's that one I spoke to earlier. Unbelievable. And Circular Quay back in that direction. So I'm in the house kitchen, and behind me is the Opera Bar. down there, and also up there actually. Outside or inside. Beautiful day though, so I'm outside. It's not too warm, which is great. Cheers. Tell you what, it is pricey, but it tastes good with these views. Now, because I've moved the camera, you'll be looking at Sydney Opera House and the Harbour Bridge, and I'm looking at Circular Quay. Still a great view. I still can't believe I'm at Sydney Opera House. Incredible, on a gorgeous day. Wow. I need to go and see if there's any good shows on. So the concert hall is through there. I saw a French symphony the last time I was here. And you got the Sydney Symphony Orchestra, of course. The acoustics in that hall are amazing. Oh, as with everything these days, you've got to scan QR code to discover what's on. An unwrapped class act. You've got Andrew Lloyd Webber's Sunset Boulevard. Of course, we've seen signs for that everywhere. Pride and Prejudice in the Playhouse, Maui in the Drama Theatre, Matt Moran, Ocean's Table. Final day of that tomorrow. You've got Spring for Seniors, a workshop, Beethoven Septet, How to Train Your Dragon in concert. So that's the box office that you can book all your tickets, unless you do it online, of course. There's some merchandise here. And Sarah Brightman's in that. And Sydney Opera House branded sanitizer. Automatic. Does it work? Ooh. Lemony. Very nice. I'm now deemed safe, I think. This is the shop where you can get various gifts. Souvenirs, playing cards, chocolate, pencil cases, jewellery. They do everything. Quite like that. Anything taking your fancy from the Sydney Opera House gift shop? Let me know in the comments. I think that would be a bit small on me. An Australia hat, mate. Is there any destination you go for a holiday where they don't have fridge magnets? Again, let me know in the comments. Model there, setting you back $70, $60, $48 for that one. Oh, and a koala for 28. Bless. It's amazing it's not sleeping. They're always sleeping. All that eucalyptus they're eating. There you go. Your own canvas bag. So I think this is the only place I've done this, but whenever I'm at Sydney Opera House, I always find I have to touch the building itself. It's just to prove that I guess you were here. Take care, great building. Does anyone else do that? Let me know in the comments if you visit somewhere and you just give it a little touch. And if you don't do it, try it. After I've sanitised my hands as well.